Dear friends and colleagues, maybe you see me for the first time, but I hope it wouldn't be the last time. Um, I'm going to speak to you about Egypt and its surrounding, and I hope one not far day to be able to speak to you in Castellano, but let us start in English. It's very difficult to talk about Egypt when addressing those who are far from the Middle East. Egypt is the heart of the Arab world. Egypt, or more precisely, the people of Egypt, has been the key to the movement of all Arab peoples since the 19th century. Therefore, the strategies of the Imperial West following the uprising of Egyptian people in January 2011 were all aimed at diminishing Egypt's role in the entire Arab region in order to prevent the values of this monster from being re-established again, and to prevent the peoples of this region of great geostrategic importance from awakening in the plans of imperialism. As to why Egypt assumed this extremely important position, this is the subject of a special episode from those who are interested. It is natural that such strategies only succeed through a dictatorial regime which is of original military origin, that is extremely ugly. That means superior to its predecessor in ugliness, because Egypt did not taste freedom except for several months during the aforementioned uprising. In general, the dictatorship of the military oligarchy begins to build its system with several steps, the first of which is the commitment to completely subordinate itself to global imperialism. And the second is the complete elimination of what remain of the rule of law, from which it follows that by destroying the remaining assets of the capabilities of the state, including the economy, media, education, culture, and even history of this very old country. I'll talk about everything that interests you about Egypt and its Arab and Middle Eastern surroundings, but it is wise not to release all our ammunition in one episode. Let's start and then determine our course based on the wishes of those who will keep communicating. Let's start by economy. Egypt economy. it is going through one of the worst economic crises in its history. The annual inflation rate reached a record level. The value of the local currency, Egyptian pound, decreased, and the amount of foreign currency decreased similarly. The productive sectors of the economy collapsed, and the parasitic sectors were overwhelmed. From the beginning, the Sisi regime continuously borrowed to undertake large projects that were not productive. So we started to borrow to pay off and serve the debts. The industrial sector is currently facing difficulties due to its inability to get production components. 37% of which are imported from abroad. In addition to the increase in production costs due to the fall in Egyptian currency prices. During the 10 years of Sisi's rule, the price of the US dollar reached between £7 per dollar to £50, which is now the case.